Welcome to Living Your Path. I am Cecile Ferry, a coach and astrologer. I'm here to guide you on how to live and work in alignment with your true self so you can find fulfillment and serenity. Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to your Cosmic Catch-Up for week commencing the 22nd of June. I am aware we are the 24th of June when I'm releasing this, so apologies for the delay. I've had a busy start to the week and I do not create those episodes in advance because I want them to be relevant in the moment, linked to the energy we're feeling. So I don't have that luxury, and so I'm just trying to fit this in every week. So thank you for bearing with me. Anyway, it is a rather quiet week astrologically. There isn't a lot to cover, but enjoy that because next week it's big. We have a lot more on that in a minute. But July overall is going to be really active and things are going to shift. So let's enjoy a quieter week. And the first thing I want to mention is you may have felt the energy of the solstice, so that transition into a different chapter. So it happened on Sunday, depending where you were in the world, or early Monday morning. And so in the southern hemisphere, we are now fully into winter and the darkness for some time. In the northern hemisphere, you're enjoying exactly the opposite, full light, the longest days. So very different energies. I just want to talk more generally about the fact that this is a transition because that we can all relate to. And you may have felt it. I certainly have felt it. This week is different from last week for me. It's like things click. And it doesn't mean things are all happening at once, but you sense that you've closed one section, one chapter, if you like. And it's been a pretty long chapter. I feel like the last 6 months, really. Definitely the last 3. But for me, it's like since the start of the year. And things are ticking over now as well into a different phase, irrespective of which season you are. That applies to you. So sit with that and try to pay attention to that shift within you. And so we also have had a shift of seasons on Sunday, coinciding with the solstice. The sun moved into Cancer. So that's what I want to cover today because we now have just under a month of Cancer season. And frankly, I am very happy about that because I don't know you, but Gemini season was quite full on mentally, brain-wise. I find that it's been quite a buzzing season. There's been lots happening socially, probably for you as well. There's just been like so many just ideas, stimulation, mental stimulation, and therefore just lots of loops open and things that I wanted to do. Speaking for myself here, I've been doing a lot of AI work as well. It's quite fascinating, right? But oh my God, I couldn't do that forever. Clearly, I'm not a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, but for me, it's a lot. So we're now entering a month that is yin, that is more about our emotions. And this is like a bridge back to my memory to Taurus season that wasn't that long ago, where we could sort of slow it down. After a really big fiery Aries season, I feel like Cancer is that again now. A chance to catch our breath and focus on ourselves. And trust me, we need it because what's coming at us later in July will bring another set of shifts in particular. So right now we have the Sun, Jupiter and Mercury in Cancer. That's quite a lot. So we'll be feeling that. Let me go over what that means, what we are experiencing, and how you should focus your energy and your time over the next month. The first thing, Cancer season is synonym with self-care. And we're probably traditionally pretty bad at that because we don't feel we have the time. But this is the month of the year where self-care is on the top of the list. It's a time where we turn inwards now. And we tune into our bodies and into how we are feeling. So I really want you to think about what would be nourishing for you right now, especially to your body. What do you need? Is it good food? Is it some rest, some sleep? I think really important time for that, for breaks, to really recharge from the inside. Is it doing some kind of therapy, emotional support work? Is that what you need right now? Do you have aches and pain? Like those things. You cannot carry on with the rest of the year. You have another 6 months to go. This is the time where you go, okay, I'm going to be serious about nourishing myself, caring for myself, and healing myself if I need to. So that's number one. And if you do only one thing, just do that, okay? And don't worry about the money, because it's really the recipe. This is what this time is calling for. So book the appointment, whatever it is. And if it's a massage, a spa, or going to see a specialist because you've had something in the back of your mind and you have not prioritized it, this is the time to put yourself first and to nourish yourself, okay? So you do that first. Secondly, then it is a time to nurture other people, but only if you've done the first bit. Do not move on to item number 2, okay? So then, yes, expand your love and that care to other people. Be a very thoughtful friend, be a very thoughtful partner, parent, whichever way that means. You're giving your time, you're listening, you're calling people, you're visiting them, you're cooking them a nice meal. Whichever way it is, it's about bringing that sense of being home for other people. So who do you represent home for other people? And just bring that home. But you cannot bring home to other people if you haven't brought it to yourself first, okay? But it's something we resist because it's much easier to just go and be all things to other people. That makes us feel good. But trust me, it starts with you. So that was number 2. Cancer season is also a time to focus, as I said, on home, physically speaking, but also your domestic life, your family life. It's what makes your household, your foundation right now, your roots, really. So that's deeper emotional work, I will say. Yes, it can also be about feeling really safe in your home, so making changes if you need to feel more comfortable, to feel more safe. If you're feeling cold, like make those changes. If you need to redecorate so you feel more rested at home when you're there, whatever it is, so you feel like you're in your little cocoon at home and also within your family. And I know that's easier said than done. But I think this is the great time to work on family stuff, right? We all have it and we get particularly supported for that. So this is a great time for healing, for self-awareness, for looking into your emotional patterns, your conditioning from your early childhood, that sort of thing. So simply, you can just pick up a book on any other topic. You can listen to a podcast. You can go and see a therapist. This is really good time to focus on the inside of you. And because if you can build those foundation and heal, the rest of the year will be so much easier and much more successful for you. Remember, we're in a fire horse here, so we aren't going to have time to stop and do that work, to patch ourselves, to rest, to nourish ourselves very much, because the world is going to keep spinning and keep taking us forward. And so we're going to be ready. And so we have 4 weeks to really tend to our inner garden. So let's put in the work now and we'll reap the rewards later. And finally, Cancer is a lot about our roots and our past and our origin as well. So if you are interested, this is a great time to look into your ancestry, to look into memories, yourself, your parents, read some archives. If you are into that kind of thing, this is a beautiful time to go and immerse yourself in the past. The rest of the time I won't be saying that, but in Cancer it helps because it will help inform your own nature and will help you move forward. And I was just thinking about that as I was doing a birth chart reading this morning. This is a great time for a birth chart reading because it's about knowing your own personal map, your own blueprint of who you are from the moment you were born. So there is already a reflective lens towards the past, depending how old you are right now. But my guess is you are more than a couple years old. So there's been a lot already to review in the past. And then to also inform the future years for you. So if you haven't had a birth chart reading done, I highly recommend you book one with me. I've got time over the next 4 weeks. Beautiful time to give that to yourself and to reflect on your roots, your origin, and where you're going. And finally, I just want to say Cancer is the symbol of the crab, the shell. So yes, move into that beautiful shell, retreat, make it yours, make it your home, but be careful that you don't cut yourself off too much from the rest of the world, or that you overprotect yourself. Let yourself be vulnerable. Share how you're feeling. That's why I said maybe therapy would be a good vehicle for you during this season. Don't just go full hermit, basically, unless this is linked to your child and this is how you most likely recharge. This is what's really good for you. But other than that, watch that tendency, because we can go from Gemini, super, super busy, to like nothing. And that's not good for us either mentally. All right. So a couple of questions for you to ponder. What do I need? It's really the basic, but the real one. And be really honest with yourself. And do I feel secure in my life right now? Do I feel like home in my life? And if I don't, what do I need for me to have that feeling of security, of home, of safety? And what's emotionally true for me? I think it's time for telling ourselves the truth on a couple of things we've been feeling, but because we've been busy bees, we have not had the time for that. This is the time where we sit down with that truth and we unpack it. We don't have to do anything yet about it, but at least just being aware of what's there for us. So that's Cancer season. Happy birthday to all my Cancer listeners. And apart from that, there are 2 transits during the week. I'm just going to mention them in passing because you will feel them throughout the week. They will peak around Wednesday, Thursday, but you'll feel them all week. We have a Sun square and Neptune, which means yes, we may feel inspired. We may just suddenly have a grandiose vision of something, but we are going to feel probably confused about how to go about it. It's still going to feel really foggy. We're not going to see the steps. So this isn't the week to move forward. This isn't the week for big permanent decisions. Dream all you like, record those visions, but for now, don't quite move forward. Wait until the week is past and that Neptune energy has cleared up. And the second transit is a trine between Venus and Saturn, basically a harmonious aspect. This means very positive news for our love commitments and our financial commitments. So Saturn is going to give us the backbone and the green light and the maturity and the responsibility to make the right calls, to do the right things. So a very good time if you're having to make some decisions or move forward or put some structure in those areas of your life. So that is it for this week. I'll be back next week, early in the week, because we do have a full moon in Capricorn on Monday/Tuesday for Australia. So I will need to cover that. I think that's a pretty big moon. And we also have a Mercury retrograde that will kick off on Monday in the US and Europe, and early hours of the morning on Tuesday in Australia. So if you've got to get things done, if you've got some admin that's sitting there, some appointments to make, things like that, if you are traveling, best to do it on this side of the retrograde before next week. But it's still possible you do that, but you just need to take a bit extra precaution, and things are not going to run as smoothly as they do right now. But it will be a beautiful time to reflect on ourselves. So more on that next week. And we also have Jupiter changing signs. So as I said, big week next week. It's all happening. So for now, let's just shut the world out for a minute, focus on ourselves and give to ourselves. Remember, self-care, self-care, self-care. So have a beautiful, caring week, my friends, and I will speak to you next week. Bye for now.